What's going on, fellas? We got a new Madden season. I got the game. We're loaded up. Like I said, usually I go into the game and I usually do my playbook and get my custom playbook set and try to rock with that for almost a full day. But what I'm going to do this year is a lot different. I'm going to jump into the game, as you see right now, and I am going to work on quarters coverage. I'm just going to see how it plays. And like I said in my other video, I'm going to play it out versus the computer. I'm going to see how the computer plays against it. And we're just going to sit here and just have a conversation, man. So excuse my little bit of a delay. I just want to get this stream. It's not live exactly right now. So if you listen to this later on, that's why it's a little bit of pause. But it'll be live soon for everybody, whoever wants to watch it live. I'm just trying to get a logo for my stream here. All right. Let's give that a second. So as you see on the screen right here, I'm just going to use the 49ers just for my first game, and then I might jump into some other games with some other teams. Niners defense is good. Let's take a look at the roster real quick, just so we know, just so I know, what's going on. Look at it from this point of view, right? Should be the big point of view. I know I have the good defensive pass rush with one of my players, with Bosa. I know he's going to be, and I have this set up automatically, guys. I'm not going to make any real major changes. I'm going to let the computer handle changes just so that we can just get through some games. But right now I got Bosa, so that's going to give me good pass rush, which is needed. I'm going to play quarters coverage to start. First game, first day, quarters coverage all day, every day. That's going to be big. I'm going to let these linebackers kind of work. I'm actually going to probably use one of the DTs just to see how the safeties play. I don't want to work with the safeties or anybody with the linebackers just yet. Not until I know how they play. So that's how we're going to start this bad boy. Fred Warner's a beast. My corners are average at best. I'm not going to expect a whole lot from them out there, but they're going to really be tested, especially playing quarters all day. They're pretty much going to be on an island all day long. So, Ward is going to be up there, 88 man. That's pretty damn good. 87 zone. He's a pretty, he's good play recognition. He's a corner that's going to be average, right? This is probably what you want, I would think. Maybe somebody a little faster to play quarters coverage, but that's pretty good. The music in the background is Madden 15. I got Madden 15 right now. I'm just playing it in the background on YouTube just to give myself some music, because the game this year doesn't have any of the NFL tracks. It doesn't have any of the tracks that are made by the game, made by EA. So it's a bunch of copyrighted stuff. So it'll probably flag my video. So just to give a little life, I have some old school Madden. In Madden 15, the whole soundtrack was done by Madden, if you remember. So I kind of like that. Anyway, let me make this live. Let's make this live. Let's get it going. Let's get it going here, man. And like I said, with the live, you guys have any questions, man, just hit me up. I should be able to see it. I'm actually going to open up a screen here, so hopefully I can see it the right way. Again, just work through, I'm working through this. First time doing this, man. First time doing this. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see, we get live here. Let's turn the sound off. All right, so anyway, we're not worried about offense, just looking at the defense. All right, again, average defensive line in general. I mean, not bad in the middle. You got the edge, so we need that pressure in quarters. You can't really play quarters without any real pressure with your defensive ends. You should have guys that can rush, and then you need DBs, right? You need guys that can cover. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so we're just gonna skip over all this stuff. I'm in franchise mode, just kind of taking a look at how CFM is going to work in the background. But again, I'm just doing this because I also want to be in the sim mode as well. So that's a big thing that I talk to people about. Like, playing this game early on, you play a competitive mode, but yet you play in sim leagues, it's not going to really help you too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to play a full game here. You play in a sim environment, you want to get used to how the game plays and how your players react. So you need to do that more often, all right? I'm using right now just the stock playbooks, all right? So if you're not a 4-3 guy, don't worry. I'll have some 3-4 defenses, and we just kind of work through it. But let's just see how this thing goes, man. Gonna play, and again, we're gonna call quarters all game, so I'm wondering how that's gonna work. I'm wondering if the offense is really gonna play smarter. Are they gonna call plays that beat quarters? And we're gonna go from there. So we're going against Pittsburgh, so we're gonna see the Pittsburgh offensive playbook and see what the computer likes to do versus it, right? Again, I'm skipping all this stuff just so we can get to some gameplay here. So I'm just looking at this just like you guys for the first time, man. If you got any questions, you can type in the YouTube. I'll see it. Should pop up. We can just roll, all right? All right, so we're just going to skip over special teams. We don't have to worry about that. If you have any issues hearing me or anything like that, just let me know. I'll turn the mic up, turn it down, do whatever, all right? All right, so we got 13 personnel. We're just going to come out, like I said, we're in a 4-3 team right here. 4-3 over is our base defense. We're just going to call quarters. We're going to match personnel the best way we can. This formation's tough because it always pushes everybody to the right. Let's just see what happens here. Again, we're going to have to talk about some run fits, obviously. We're going to see how it plays out. And I am playing on all Madden, guys. I'm playing on all Madden default settings. So that's what we're looking at. We're not looking at all pro. So I'm a little biased towards how I play the game and how I think the game should be played in the leagues that I play in as well. All right, so anytime we get stack formations or slot formations, I may jump into some nickel. But right now I'm just going to stay in quarters, 4-3. I just don't like how the quarter flat defender right here is my linebacker, but it's okay. On the right side of the screen, that could be a situation with quarters over there. Could be a zoning situation, but again, we're getting run right now. Again, I'm not working on the run fits. I might go back and watch some of these run fits and focus more on the passing plays, hopefully. But we do want to see how it works out. Okay, so now we got empty formation, all right? I'm going to come out and dime. I'm going to call quarters to this. Now we got to see here, right? We always talk about this. Number 3 linebacker, he has to cover who? 3 vertical. That would be the user that you have to take care of. You know you're going to get a lot of slants, a lot of quick routes by the computer. That's how it always works, but that's fine. Let's take a look at this right here, because in real life, I want to talk about this. This is one of the rules in quarters that you have to be aware of. So, like I said, this is going to be a quick review of pretty much everything that we do in quarters, right? So, right now, we got empty formation. We understand that, right? The problem is who? 3, right? So, if 3 goes vertical, in the old game, I always talked about if he goes straight up the field, goes past 10 yards, middle linebacker should run with him, right? Because there's nobody else to cover him on a vertical route. Now, the quarters flat defender over here on the backside, all right? Let me just turn this down because it's distracting me a little bit with the music. This quarter flat defender, all right? The rule has always been if 3's away, okay? Stick with 2. Stay on 2 if he runs inside. So 3's away either by alignment. Right now, 3 is who? The inside receiver over here, number 13. That's number 3. So you count them from outside in. 1, 2, 3, right? From that side. 1, 2, right? And then 3 is who? Number 13 on this side. So the rule in the NFL, the way it should play out, it should play this way, is if 3's away, so if you were aligned to number 3 side and 3 ran away from you, like an inside slant or something like that, then you would have to cover 2 if he goes inside as well. But in this case, if 3's aligned away, you already know. So this quarter flat defender should not be, you know what? Damn, don't tell me I just did this. I don't think I put match on. My dumbass right here. I didn't put match on, did I? So let me shut the F up, because I don't know if they got that right. I got to turn match on, right? Well, thank God that was the first pass play. I didn't go through a whole hour with no match on. Like I said, if you guys are in the stream, just talk to me if I make a mistake like that. All right, let's go back with quarters. But again, that guy should stay on 2 and match. But if he's not in match, then obviously it's not going to work. Let me get up the linebacker here. All right, got a little stretch play. You want to see that safety fit a lot better. I'm letting the computer play most of this stuff. Obviously, later on, I'll use your stuff. But the safety fits still look pretty bad. I'll take a look at that right there. Safety and corner fit, secondary support doesn't look good. Let's take a look at this replay. All right, so we got 2 tight ends over here. The corner, he's down, that's fine. I mean, it really does come down to this safety, all right? And again, let me get off of this. You know, this is a position that I specifically coached a lot. You know, he's a read player. He's called a read force player here, okay? So he's pretty much reading what's happening in front of him, and he needs to fit where needed, basically. So he comes straight downhill, and he should basically be reading this outside linebacker block. Now, he gets, I know in Madden world, you know, he technically gets reach, which is stupid. I mean, he really does have outside leverage, but, you know, that's just the way it is. Greenlaw's not a bad linebacker, but 31 needs to come downhill and fit off of him, and he should be outside, and he doesn't get outside. And then obviously this corner is getting blocked like hell, or he just gets blocked just enough. But the thing is, these corners are actually playing outside leverage. I mean, they're in the right, he's in the right spot. He just needs to get off a block, right? I don't know if this is a tight end, so I ain't gonna front on that too much. And then Greenlaw, same thing. I mean, he has to stay outside on that, right? It's an outside zone play. Keep your leverage, keep your outside arm free. All right. So, again, the game is supposed to be tilted towards running this year, and I'm hoping it's not just because defense is bad. So, we'll see how it goes. But those blocks, those 2 tight ends, maybe it's a tight end thing. Maybe big guys can block guys like that. So, all right, let's get off of that. Again, we're going to skip over offense. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to go back to defense here. We're going to stay in this quarters coverage versus that. All right, here goes the trips, tight end, trade, flex. Okay, so this formation, I've talked so much about this formation, 3-0. This is not going to be a good front to stop the run from the old Maddens, but I'm just going to let it play out. All right, I'm going to let it play out. We are following a match, so hopefully we can get a pass. Do it to the flat. Let's take a look at that middle linebacker. Again, if I had to, the beginning of Madden 24 is you use what you did in Madden 23, right? But I'm trying to figure out how the game is playing this year, if they made any changes whatsoever, all right? So right now, I don't understand how our 3-receiver hook middle linebacker is not working towards the 3-receiver side, all right? He should be working over here to the 3-receiver side. 2 goes out in a bubble. Your quarter flat defender technically doesn't have to hang on 2. He can get out to number 2. He doesn't. He waits. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but this linebacker here should be working over here to the right part of the screen. He should be sitting right inside. I'm not going to say he's going to get to that little hitch, but he should be working to the right side of the screen. So, again, this is why people run this formation so much. It's tough, and this is why you always had to use it at middle linebacker. All right, let's take a look at, I don't know, this is kind of a short route here, so I can't really evaluate what's going on with the corner. He should be a solo corner on the backside on that tight end, on this tight end over here, but in the past, that doesn't always work. If you press the guy, he will play him solo Meg, which we've talked about before. Sometimes I would just man that guy up in old Maddens, but this is a short route. This backside safety over here, right, he's working over towards, if 3 goes vertical, he has to take him to the strong side, so his footwork's going to go. I wish I can highlight these guys. I apologize, guys. I wish that guy needs to go over towards, oh, there goes the servers. That might affect some of this stuff right here. The servers go down. I'm just going to play games in the league that's not, online. Because I have a feeling this early the servers are going to be a pain in the ass. So I'll just make a league that's offline. And we could just still do the same thing. It's not going to affect the stream. So let me see what happens if I try to go back into it. The server, this is day 1. This is hour 1. The servers are going to be trash. So I know that's how it's going to be. Let's see how this goes. I thought about waiting like another hour to see if see how this was going to play out, but I wanted to just get on and just start going. And of course, the game is frozen right now. That's how it works, right? All right, so I might have to restart this stream. Let's see how this goes. Because I think if I jump out of Madden, what's going to happen here? Let's see. I think it's just going to pause. All right, I'm going to shut down the game.